Hey you guys, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. So this is a little bonus video today. This is a video that I usually do on Sundays for just the Spirit Circle, okay? So that's the membership for the channel. And if you'd like to join us, we would love that. But I wanted to put the weekly blessing out live for the public channel because I thought it was kind of interesting oracle card that we got for the week that had to do a lot with the big blundering bill, the big bonus, or what do we call it? The big whatever bill, bogus bill. And I thought it was an interesting card pull after that. Because I did the weekly blessing right after I did the BBB video with the SGs, the lead team. And I don't know, I just thought it was a kind of interesting message. Plus, there's a nice clearing in there for you. So enjoy. Okay. Hey, Spirit Circle, how you doing today? So going into the first week really of July, the first full week of July, this is the deck they wanted me to use today, which they also used last week. I think when we did the Founding Fathers, I think this was the Founding Fathers deck that they chose to use when we did the Pendulum and Oracle. So this is what they wanted us to choose, the lead team. So, okay, let's see what they have to tell us for this week, okay? So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, whoa, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and only those of the highest and purest light. And ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, our community, the lead team collective, so it is all of the highest and purest light. Amen. So I did do the law of challenge during the video, actually, that I'm putting out, that I already put out today on the big bogus bill. Oh, bogus, that's a good one too, bogus. That name didn't come up, the big bogus bill. But, okay, so, what was I just saying? Oh my God, my brain is really weird today. Okay, I forgot what I was saying. That is so strange. I wanted to add to it. All right, you guys, so, lead team collective, are you here, please? All right. Do you guys have a message for us for this week? I like these cards, but they're just slightly sticky. They're kind of sticking together. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me just see. There's a whole bunch that fell. I'm going to see. There's two different piles. So let me just see if the one they wanted is in one of those piles. Okay. So the card you wanted us to read for the week, is it in one of the piles in front of me? Yes. It is. Is it in the pile on the left? No. Is it in the pile on the right? Yes. Okay. Let me get rid of that one. Okay, so we've got 5 cards. Let's see which one. Can you guys? Oh yeah, look at that. You can see them. All right. So I'm going to start on my right, which would be your left. Okay. So, do you want us to read the card on the far right? Number 1? No. Number 2? No. Number 3? Yes. Number 4? Number 5? Okay, so only number 3? Yes. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got here. Put those over here. Oh, I don't mind that. Interesting. Void moon. Void moon. Do nothing. Don't you like the permission to not do anything? I mean, do nothing. Don't think anything. Don't change anything. Void moon. We're coming into Mercury retrograde, aren't we? I do have my pile of notes from Faye for the month, so I'm going to keep going over those. So void, but I think we're coming into a retrograde if we're not in it already. Void moon. Okay, the moon was beautiful here in Wisconsin yesterday. It mostly because it was sort of hazy. It looked like Halloween. It was a little hazy over the moon, and the clouds were moving fast. Like small clouds were kind of moving fast over it. It's really cool. I couldn't stop watching it. All right, so let's see. All right, additional meanings for. Okay, well here let's read. Let's just read the whole thing. As a very powerful being, you know that you're creating your reality with your thoughts and actions every day. Even so, drawing this card suggests that you need to do nothing for now. This is a time to tread water, so to speak. Allow at least 24 hours to pass before you take any further action. Okay. This isn't the time to set intentions, make wishes, or try to influence anyone. Now is the time to just be, meditate, do yoga, take a walk in nature. There is a good chance that whatever you're worried about isn't going to manifest. It is said that whatever begins under the void of the coarse moon bears no fruit, which is exactly kind of what happens in retrograde too, I believe. So drawing this card suggests any anxiety you have is unwarranted and will only cause you more issues. However, if you're really hoping for something to happen, there is also a good chance it's not going to, at least not yet. You need to be patient. This isn't a negative card per se, but it does suggest no change is coming as yet. Okay, all right. We're just going to keep living our lives, you guys. And if this is, this obviously is a personal message for you and probably a message for the collective as well. So additional meanings for this card is worrying achieves nothing. There is nothing to worry about. The time for action has passed. Allow events to unfold in their own time, and nothing will come of the situation. So, I just did the video on the bill, so it's, I should be, just because my mind is there. So it's like nothing will come of the situation. So many people are distraught about it, but we don't know really how things are going to unfold, and the changes they made to Medicaid are not going to take place for like a couple of years. So it's, with that being the case, the part that's hard is because of the tax breaks for the rich, but we should not be worrying our little heads about this if that's what you're worried about. Now, in your own personal life, this is actually a really good do nothing time. I don't mind these little breaks. I don't mind the Mercury retrograde coming up. It's just not a time to make a bunch of big changes. Now, one of the things at the end of the BBB video that I just did was to do a call of action on calling the attorney generals in your state, which I will list there. It's in that video. If you want to go check it out, it's in the description of that video. And so there's a link to who you would call in your state, okay, which has to do with the election integrity. It's just asking them to, actually, they give you guidance on what to even say, okay? It's just asking them to look at the data, basically. So, but it's kind of interesting that I'm saying this after picking this card because the time for action has passed, but I don't know if it's that, you just have to judge whether or not, like, is it going to be a bad time for us to make those calls? Maybe Faye, if you're listening to this, you can give me a little hint on that. If you think this is not a good time, because if that's the case, I'll talk about that in Monday's video, and actually have people hold off for a little while. But maybe if it's not Mercury retrograde yet, I'm sorry, I just don't know off the top of my head. Maybe, we have a little bit of time. I'm not sure. But I do allow events to unfold in their own time. I've always liked that. So do nothing, okay? Don't make big decisions right now, probably. It kind of takes the pressure off a little bit. I'm going to move the computer up a little bit and then put okay, oops, that didn't work. All right, I just want to be able to do the clearing here with the book open. Okay, you guys, so lead team, hello, hi, thank you for all your love, guidance, and support for the whole community. We really appreciate it. Would you mind doing a clearing for us for this coming week? No? Okay. No, they don't mind. Okay, so And as always, you guys, I'm going to ask for the clearing. What you can do is cut, clear, and cancel any part of what I asked for that you're not comfortable with and add whatever you want to the clearing. You know, that's the beautiful part is you can ask your team or the lead team collective to clear you from certain things or give you clarity through the clearing or whatever you want to do. Okay. So you guys, thank you for the message about doing nothing during the void moon. Please, if you could do a clearing to help us relax during this time, to reduce anything that's in our way, clear anything that's in our way from relaxing and not worrying. You know, give us nothing to worry about, basically. Help us like psychologically, physically, spiritually, emotionally release things that are out of our control and that we really should be just trusting the divine, in the divine timing, and trusting that it is, however things shake out, is for the best and good of all. I mean, we know that they've got our backs, you guys. They've got our backs. They're not just letting us float around, you know, especially when we ask. So, okay, and just help us just to relax right now, to, you know, follow your advice on doing nothing. And if there is something that you want us to do, like make calls to attorney generals in the states to look at data, as an example, or get out in your garden, whatever it is that you're called to do, then give us that inspiration to do it, and we will follow that inspiration. Okay? Okay, let's go ahead and do the clearing, you guys. So you can just sit back and relax. Close your eyes if you want to, and I'll let you know when it's done. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Is there another layer? No. They're only doing single layers recently. Okay. Looks like we needed a little help with that for this week, you guys. So hopefully, just take a deep breath and feel that. You can always come back. I'll put about 10 minutes, at 10 minutes, I'll put it in the description or in the title. So you can always come back and do that, every day this week if you wanted to. But I am going to be doing some additional clearings this week as we get organized with our deeper dive and let the spirit guides speak. So in the book. So, okay, I will see you on Tuesday. Have an amazing week. Okay, bye-bye.